As in Utah, when I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Gate 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Gate 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen. It will never happen. We cannot have a meltdown.
Well, good morning. It's you. I hope we got some radicals out there, some logical, some people with a brain. You know, all we hear is Radio Goo-Goo, Radio Gaga. That's all we hear. I mean, you think about the vloggers, the bloggers, the podcasters, the analysis of the analysis. You get these major so-called YouTube freaking vloggers that sit in front of the screen, just search for anything, and they just find somebody else's work, and then they just regurgitate. Did you know? Now we have this event happened over here. Now let's talk about this. I mean, it's just, they're like reading to you bedtime stories. And then we got the gaslighters, the frog boilers 101. Then, of course, you got the fear porn. But then you got the insanity, the mentally ill, the psychotic. And I'll tell you how NSA plays in nuclear NSA. It's real easy. You got lunatics with a YouTube site out there, lunatics with a fucking keyboard. So now they're going to spin Fukushima into 9/11 fucking and flat Earth. Of course, we know 9/11 was a conspiracy by definition. 20 of them fucking got together at least. Well, you know, we know the money was hid. I mean, that's as obvious. Look at the video of number 7. But these fucking lunatics out there, and then they frog boy. There's an article out today that says, oh, Fukushima's killed 5,000 people already and could kill thousands. That's frog boiling 101. That's what they did to you. I said it day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, 4.5, 5 years from now, Cassandra. They're going to fucking say this, this, and this, but you will be frog boiled into acceptance. Cancer, the new norm. $20 trillion debt, the new norm. Getting up at 5 a.m., going to fucking work, coming home at 8 o'clock, the new norm. Obesity, the new norm. Confusion, the new norm. You know, it's amazing how you frogs have been boiled. These frogs have been boiled. And I'm going to talk about the fish catch because now I have to become I really am a marine biologist now. You know, I've had to become a journalist. I've had to become an investigative journalist. I've had to become a marine biologist. I've had to become a nuclear physicist. I've had to become all of it. So, and keep an eye in Oregon. You know, I've got my organization built around the world. Anything happens around the world, I get it first. Because we're original, we're organic, because that's what it has to be. You're never going to change the world regurgitating someone else's work. You know, without originality, you got zero. So, here we go. The big season's on right now. It's just winding up as far as the salmon in Alaska, in the Pacific Ocean. Now, we're keeping an eye. Now, I want people to very much remember the salmon a lot of the salmon go to sea for 4 years. Okay? They come back. Now, Oregon, as they had a collapse in their fish, for decades because of the dams and the poor management and the fucking moron fucking Oregon government who forgot to fucking take care of the fucking natural resources and just let these fucking dam building rape artists just slaughter the fucking place. Hanford on Balco. So they really put federal dollars, state dollars, taxpayers by the billions, if not trillions, into this. This was their banner year. Okay, this was it. They poured billions. They babysat the fucking eggs. They babysat the fucking salmon. They baby-tended that. They monitored. They spent trillions and billions. Hired so many fucking, Oregon Fish and Game Wildlife Resource personnel. So this was their baby this year. They advertised all over. You can look it up on the internet everywhere. All fall, all winter. I did video of it, these lion fuckers. This will be the biggest fucking salmon run in history, bar none. All you fuckers, come up here and get your fishing license, get your fucking boats, reserve your room, fucking, and what? It will exploit you, you big fat fuckers who couldn't, it's like skiers who can't ski. It's like, yeah, your snowmobile because you're too fat to ski. I see it in California. It makes me sick. You'll see these big, fat, slobby, fucking middle-aged wrecks that never took care of themselves in a wetsuit with a surfboard, walking up and down. They'll get out in the ocean, they'll kind of lay and just paddle on their board. You got to realize, I grew up fucking skiing. I grew up surfing. You're talking the most physical athletes on the face of the earth. You be a real surfer? You ain't got nobody fat. You ain't going to be a real skier. You ain't got nobody fat. So these pigs, come fish, and, we got some, we'll take you on a tour. Come shoot a giraffe. Here, kill Bambi in the fucking zoo. Yeah, look at, I'm taking a trophy old mile on my head. Fucking pieces of dog shit. Because it's mental masturbation. It's not the hunt. So you're taking out the fucking hunt. You're taking out the fucking real part of it. All the part of it, and get to the fucking orgasm. I mean, that isn't what fucking life is. That's the opposite of life. It's mental masturbation. It's fucked up. No wonder we're so fucked up. So the numbers are starting to come in. And this is coming. This is just the other day. I'll read it to you. This result is disappointing when you consider that the year's returns are the offspring of, which were the largest returns in 20 years, said Nat Pennington, spring Chinook specialist with the Salmon River Restoration Council and board member of the Klamath River Keepers. Now remember, they had it back. Remember, all these billions and trillions that they did, it had worked. By 2010, they had a massive return. I mean, they had worked so hard on it for so long. Now remember this, record numbers in 22 of the eggs going back out. Record numbers going back out. Now, look, as a statistician, you people, you have to really put your mind around that. Now remember that they screamed all fall. I mean, it's unbelievable, these liars. So there's a collapse going on. So the seafoodnews.com, and we know they lie, forecast for Bristol Bay, Cook River, downgraded in season. Again, the Bristol Bay grandstanders had pounded their chest because they knew this was going to be the record year, because the resources were dumped into these that went out 4 years ago. And this was it. This was going to be the banner big year. That shows a down of 27% catch over the same period last year, and down 7.5% from the 22.55 year historical average. Now let's remember on the 5-year average, they had dumped billions, if not trillions of fucking dollars into this. This was the year. Now, there's reports coming out up there on the Sockeye salmon catch that it was fucking outrageously dismal. I mean, it was horrible. But now there's reports coming out saying the last 3 days, record catches. That report that's saying the last 3 days of record catches is put out by the seafood industry. Okay? By the propagandist. So, I mean, we cannot forget that. There goes my Geiger counter. I like it because I do my show outdoors, and I live in Ogden. So any place I sit, any place I go, I get a look at my plaster work. I have 10,000 jobs in this valley, in this town. 10,000, that's right. I never switched to no fake styrofoam. Cement, my own secret sauce, they're fucking everywhere. Everywhere. I got to remember when I did them, how many fucking years ago was this one? It's a long, long time ago. Wow. So, they held up, they're flawless. They're flawless. I mean, when I was in Europe, it really so verified me too much. I'm like, oh my God, look at these 2,000-year-old stucco jobs in Sweden, in Denmark. They're exactly identical. They look exactly like mine. Well, why shouldn't they? Who the fuck taught me? In Austria. Oh my God, Now, Budapest, that's a different story because they're falling apart, but they like it that way. But fuck. So the plaster work you see in northern Denmark and Sweden, oh my God. Those big fucking old cut timbers and that fucking Z-brick fucking plastering across. Oh, my God, it is spectacular. It is fucking white, so pretty across brick, fucking, and it shows the artist's hand just a little bit. That's my work. My work's always sure. This fake wiping this pretty shit over. People say, oh, look, Blanch, look, you see a little wave in it. Yeah, tell that to Picasso, motherfucker. You ever seen an original Picasso? Yeah, I got to go to the black and white show a couple years ago in New York. I was there for a protest and went over to the Guggenheim, and people badmouthed the plasterwork on the Guggenheim because it spiraled. Well, the Guggenheim, it wasn't the plasters that fucked it up. They poured concrete in square blocks, and the plasters had to try to turn that round. Plasters did actually a magnificent job with it as far as what they fucked it up. But I like it. It's got the fucking hand in the fucking of the artist in it. I want to see the hand of that fucking artist. But you see Picasso's work up close and personal. Oh, can you see the fucking hand? Floppy, kind of. Even his, people go off on his young stuff, and I had plenty of stuff like that when I was a boy. People that I grew up with, went to junior high school. I drew all the fucking covers for the yearbooks. I remember in the 9th grade at Walquist Junior High, Wendy won it, by the way. That's Paul's wife, believe it. You remember Paul. Paul, who was in our YouTube site, got leukemia the same time as I did and passed. He was an amazing dude. I fucking loved him. One of the childhood groups that died here. Wendy died a long time ago. She and I worked very close. She was an amazing young woman, artist. But I had won the contest for that yearbook cover, but the printer said it was too detailed. So she put hers up, which hers was cute and quirky and cool. I loved her work. But, so, Picasso would draw as a young boy and said, oh, I drew like a camera. Photographs make it look like he drew like a camera, and he could draw, no fucking doubt. I mean, they're beautiful. I love those things. But, because the big one with the young boy and the fucking horse is in the fucking MoMA. It's right around the corner from Andy Soup Can. It's a fucking masterpiece. But oh boy, can you see the fucking hand of the artist all over. It's like Chagall. I like Chagall's work a lot. And I remember seeing, the big one, he has the colored horse head on it. He's painting the Russian Revolution's what he's painting. That's what they're all painting. They're all political activists. They're all fucking, reality activists. Every fucking great artist is a fucking activist. Every one of them. People I go on saying no great artists ever come out of art school. I need to retract that because one of them did. Andy Warhol. Oh boy, did he come out of an art school, and he come out of the oligarch from hell's fucking art school. Carnegie Mellon. So, you see it, even now, so you go up, and one thing I never ever knew, because I've just seen it in books, it's right there, too. And you go up there in the MoMA, and you look at it, in the horse's eye is a clock. Didn't know it. The clock's pretty sloppy. The work's very sloppy, by the way. It's not neat, but that's the point. That's the point. The artist. I took a lot of shit as a young person. My mother, I will tell you straight up, she's the best drawer I've ever seen in my entire life. I've been around a lot of great fucking drawers. Incredible fucking shit. I never seen a woman who could draw like a camera. And draw people like that. Like a fucking camera. Salvador Dali could draw like that. He's probably the best drawer of fucking artists of all of them, I think, ever. What happened to him? His legacy will never stand. It should have. It should have. What happened? That Russian female ruined him. For how many years did he sign blank canvases? So you don't know what are his and you will never know. So and he fucked himself because of that. She was so fucking greedy, and he fell for it. You know, he destroyed his fucking brilliant, genius fucking mind. And he was a fucking genius. Do not kid yourself. Oh, my God, his art. Look, wow. I mean, fucking wow, 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 wow. Okay. But my mom was a pinup artist. Grew up in Brigham City. You know, that's Abe Hunsaker's fourth middle girl. I mean, brilliant fucking artist. Full fucking scholarship at Woodbury. I mean, from Utah. She's down there with the fucking greats, you know, teaching them. And I mean, he said, fuck, not only could she fucking draw, like she could have been her own model. That's the way she drew. So this is the mother that fucking I grew up with. And I was a drawer when I was a kid little, and she's like, oh my God, Kevin. She would get, by the time I, you know, started breaking away from her and saying, you know, I don't like that fucking neat shit. You know, just fracturing my fucking autistic brain out, and, you know, she, oh my God, it's disgusting, Kevin. You know, I had to deal with that. When I was in Canada doing my dogma burgers or whatever, and Ackerman tried to do the same thing to me. So I put a fucking line around. I'm like, what? Are you my fucking mother? You know? I mean, my God. People have always put me in the frame. If you notice, most of my art's unframed. You know, that's done for a reason. That's psychologically thought out. That's plotted. Every lot, every fucking dot. My books, when I write, in the abstract, when I use semicolons all over, but, you know, nobody gets that. It's the new language. My grammar skills are incredible. You know, my writing skills are incredible, but I'm not going to fit in. You know, this has to be organic. It has to be a new language. It has to be a new color. It has to be a new art. So I try to do that. And so, in the genre of the time, you know, we can't still be painting on canvas. I mean, it's great to paint on canvas. We need physical representation. But why is a YouTube video not physical representation? And to regurgitate regurgitation is fucking, you know, it's borderline plagiarism. You know, it's not fucking anything. It's radio goo-goo, radio gaga. It's gaslighting. It's worthless. It's fucking, you know, there's people out there in the fear porn. Now, granted, I understand that there's YouTube sites, and I'm not saying don't do it because I understand you're trying to make a buck, and you got an AdSense account. But let's get real how Google's fucked everybody. You know, Dana, that beautiful girl who helped me map out my walk on the one. You know, I've got people everywhere. She is the girl who developed those websites in, you know, the 80s and 90s. She's a genius, by the way. I mean, the girl's amazing. She's young. She's brilliant. She's incredible. She developed, you know, the California mapping websites, and then sells the maps on her online and on her fucking, you know, site. Fuck, you know how much money she was making a year on her AdSense account through Google, through her website? $150,000 a year. Her volume's higher today than it was then. You know how much she makes now? Less than 10 years. Google bankrupted her. Google destroyed her fucking life. Google is destroying millions because they baited so many in with the AdSense accounts. You know, they pulled my AdSense out while I was in critical condition in the hospital, almost dead. Remember I did that video, Google Kids Cancer fucking patient one that, but think about all the people all over you. This is the insanity of YouTube. People will all say, oh, Blanch never had cancer. When there's videos inside the acute bone marrow transplant East 8. Nobody goes in that fucking hospital unless they're on their deathbed. Videos inside, not just pictures, videos. I mean, how many videos of me sucked up fucking bald headed weighing 120, 125, 130 pounds? I'm a 175 pounder. I'm only 5'7". You know, maybe a little higher than that, but I'm fucking dense because of that fucking trowel in my hand. But that's insanity. It's called dogma. So what do people do? This is how insane the American populace is. They can't think. I always say I step back like Malay and view from the broader perspective. That's why I love his work. You know, Van Gogh did his work on Malay. And remember, me and Ackerman worked, together. You know, Ackerman says cooperated, not collaborated. Okay, cooperated, You could be the boss. All these people, you could be the boss. I'll let you. It's like you got a sexy-ass fucking girlfriend, whatever, and she's dominating, whatever. I met this fucking amazing girl in Hungary, Budapest. Oh, wow. Okay, you want to be the boss? Get up here on top. Go for it. I'll let you be the boss. You think you're the boss? Go ahead. That's fine with me. Whatever. Go ahead. Have my own gig. You can be the boss. I can hang. You know, I can hang with any of this. But I know where post-ignorance came from. I know what post-ignorance is. I know what fucking my work is. And so I talked to Christina Radchick on the phone the other day. I talked to Jen, Miss Milky the Clown, yesterday. You know, Jules, who hosts this radio show. These originals. These people go on this from this, and Nimble Magic. He was pretty damn early. You know, a lot of these people were early. You know, I think Ackerman was pretty damn early, too, on his videos. I know he was. And so there was a few. But in the inception, I was on my own. I was by myself. I think the second people that even started talking about these being full blown out meltdowns in a public domain theater and fucking realm was Jules right here and Radchick on the radio show. I mean, very, and remember, you know, I'm friends with her, with Christina. Her and I are friends. Her daughter lives right here by me. You know, she's been out here. We've had conversations. She's organic as it gets. She does it with no money, by the way. You know, I talk to her beautiful young daughter all the time, you know, and she's like, you know, my mom does all this work. She's all in. She doesn't have any money. Yeah, I mean, at one point, how giant was her audience? And I'll tell you why. And I can tell you, and we've talked about this. Jan and I, Christina's talked about this, because you want to be successful. Warhol got it. It's Freudian. You know, I've had women do this to me. Oh, they throw up an avatar and pictures and saying it's them. Okay, and they're anti-nuclear activists. Okay? Kevin, you can stay with me. You come here, blah, blah. Then I show up there and I'm like, what? That's not you. It's completely the opposite of you. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? I've used my real name, my real address, every fucking thing about me. Now, Dr. Burroughs and I had quite the talk up yesterday. You know, I've got so people understand, I have a major feud going with the university, a major fight going with the fucking Weber State University. A major fight since the death. Clyde Cooley died in fucking the fall of 1990 as they got the MBA program. So they struck a deal with me on my MBA. You know, and it's a complex situation, but I was thrown to the wolves, and I bailed their fucking asses out. The #1 school business in the country. I bailed them out. Kyle Matson came in, and he said, Kevin, you got to do this. You know, Mike Vaughn, you got to do this. You're Clyde Cooley's protege. You got the last letter of recommendation he's got. This is his baby, the #1 school. He's dead. He's dying of brain disease. You got Matt Carroll from Stair Cycle. It was heartbreaking. All the death that was fucking surrounding me in that fucking year. And here I'm teaching the #1 MBA program, and I don't even have an MBA. I came out to get the first MBA, so they struck a deal. This is your MBA, Kevin. You fucking teach the class. You do it with Kyle. You know, we can't promote it. So then my undergraduate degree, these motherfuckers, there's a little teeny rat named fucking Dick Olson. I'm going to get this fucking little rat, this piece of shit. He filed a grievance against my fucking undergraduate. You know, fuck, I got enough degrees to have, enough credits to have 5 undergraduates. Yeah, I have Clyde Cooley's blessing. Clyde Cooley overrode him in the day, but Clyde died. This little fucker says that when I clept both math classes early by 1 point. Good fucking test day, maybe, I don't know, but I sure got through 240 and 260 beautifully. Got the highest fucking score ever scored on Clyde Cooley's fucking 440, or excuse me, 420 fucking math. I'll show you the fucking pictures and the videos. The highest score in his history. The hardest test on the campus. Probably the hardest test in the United States. I have it framed. This is my fucking brain, my path, my mind. So he files a grievance. You got to realize they've gone from the #1 school business in the United States. Their fucking exit testing was 580. They become Chinese oligarch supply chain management, running finance, and outraged. Kyle gets lung cancer and he dies. Dr. Dixon gets cancer and dies. It's the curse of EO, you know, and we know it up there. So everybody bailed. Everybody told them to fuck off. I mean, the whole historic fucking group, out of Christensen, every one of them. Fuck you. They all left. This fucking university goes from the #1. I mean, the business ethics program was intense. It was beautiful, Sandra Fowles. She was a genius. It was the #1 school business in the world. They all die. Clyde Cooley lived in fucking Bountiful. What Stair Cycle? Becky. You remember last year when she died? Look it up. I always call her Becky Thatcher joking. And by the way, it was heartbreaking because I liked her. She was on the opposite, and her and I had it out inside the Capitol many times. I really did like her. She was a young mom. She was smart, but she drank the fucking far-right fucking Kool-Aid. And that's the problem with political theater in the United States. All the fucking right-wingers they just repeat after me, whatever Fox News says. All the left-wingers repeat. Don't you love how the fucking Democratic Party's still going along calling themselves the fucking Party of Labor? Now think about it. The Democrats are saying, and the unions are still throwing big money at them. Now think about this. This is a so-called Democrat who signed NAFTA. This is a so-called Democrat who signed the TPP, the biggest fucking blow to fucking labor in the history of humankind. And fuck, they're still supporting the Democratic Party, saying they're pro. Oh my God, where's Teddy? Where's the Bull Moose Party when we fucking need it? The square deal turned into the fucking New Deal, went to the fucking... They had you. They co-opted you. So Becky, she's fighting to keep Stericycle there. Stericycle burns BSE into the atmosphere. Okay, Stericycle's a worldwide fucking waste company that takes medical fucking waste and different waste, and they fucking, take care of it. When you do brain surgery on someone, I come from a family of surgeons. I come from a family of fucking Dr. Thomas, Blanch, that incredible genius that he fucking was. By the way, he didn't even like me. He died of heart disease. He's one of the guys that invented bypass surgery right here at the Ogden Clinic. Vincent, who saved my life, ex-business partner. Of course, Marston, the brilliant fucking neurosurgeon, is a fucking relative of mine. So these people, incredible fucking genius. It's like the way they're fucking drink the Kool-Aid, they pull back on my style and my way. These are amazing people. Incredible fucking people. Brilliant fucking people. Creative, dynamic, that saved me. So, Becky is fighting to keep Stericycle here. Now, when you do brain surgery and do all these different surgeries, the knives, the tools, it can't be reused again. You can't clean this shit. It has to be disposed of forever. Stericycle burns it. It's the only fucking medical incinerator probably on Earth that's allowed, except maybe Thailand, where Marie Antoinette grew up, that is allowed to burn it in all of North America. It's right in fucking Bountiful, which it kills me. The first charter autistic school in the country sits on a super site right next to Stericycle. The thing that gives them I've argued with this woman. See, you got to realize that they captured through the far neo fucking insane right, captured the school systems here and turned them all into charter madrasas. The Christian madrasas. You heard me right, Christian madrasas. There's one here that it's a military academy, and they have a fucking guy with a fucking F-16, standing on their logo. Excuse me, with a fucking NPR, fucking BR, automatic weapon. I mean, that's how sick these motherfuckers are. They're Christian terrorists. Any Muslim who commits a fucking crime, they just label it. There's 2 billion Muslims on it, so they just find one. Of course there's going to be criminals in that fucking 2 billion fucking subset. Oh, then they just label them Muslim terrorists. Well, when these fucking terrorists here, and these maniacs, Timothy McVeigh was a Christian terrorist, lots of these Christian terrorists, Hitler was a Christian terrorist. So many of these Christian terrorists that commit these crimes, they don't call them Christian terrorists. They call them fucking criminals, which that's what they are. Fucking sick, mentally ill, whacked out fucking criminals. So why are we calling those Muslim fucking terrorists, and let's drone them? Now let's think about Marie Antoinette with his fucking Nobel Prize. They say he physically sits there and watches. Physically watches and makes a decision when to fucking, zap these people. And these kids that are doing this, they think it's a video game. And by the way, the protest inside I'll be there soon. The Nevada desert, that's the drone base where they drone them out there. Is right by the Nevada test site. In fact, it's in the Nevada test site. It's the same place. The peace protest that was done out there, Code Pink showed up, the Veterans for Peace. That's the best protest I've seen in 40 fucking years. It's online. I'll post the link. It's magnificent. It's brilliant. Those vets stood up or signs that came from Korea, that came from Vietnam. And, these kids are driving out, the ones that are droning these fucking families and killing them. And they've got signs and they're set up strategically. These guys that have been there, done that. And they're like, stop now. You get older, we're here to tell you. They know. They know that their fucking minds are going to be destroyed and the pain and the fucking grief is going to be overwhelming. They know. You know, you're being played. It's like, oh, the fucking American military, they're heroes. They're not heroes. They're fucking victims because they need a fucking job. You think these people joined the fucking reserves to go to Iraq? No, they needed a job to get the GI Bill and get through school without fucking going in debt a million fucking miles. They're victims. These fucking war profiteer oligarchy fuckers who sit around in fucking war rooms and fucking, I mean, they hire these fucking lunatics and they got these fucking institutes, these think tanks that are funded by you, the taxpayer, the Brookings Institute, all of them. They sit around and they just sit around and dream this shit up. They make up fucking word. I mean, you look up what the word Al-Qaeda means. I mean, they play it right in your face. ISIS, there's no ISIS. There's no Al-Qaeda. There's no fucking Bin Laden. I mean, think about it. Let's go back there. Now I'll get back to Star Cycle. So 9/11 happens. I love all the people who say it didn't even happen. Well, I know 2 of the 3 Utahns that were killed I knew very, very personally. Very personally. You know, Brady Howell was a student of mine at the time. In my class at Weber, I was teaching fucking Kyle Matson's class in 2000, 2001. I'll tie this to Dr. Cooley's death. I was thrown to the wolves. They're like, Kevin, you have to do this. Kyle's like, Kevin, I can't do this. You know, they're not going to say this in public. They're trying to hang on. It was a brand new MBA program that he had just got. It was going to be the #1 MBA. I mean, people would come from everywhere. He didn't know how to teach. He didn't know a fucking derivative from an opera. He didn't even know how to place an IPO. He wasn't set up to do that. He was brought back home from the University of Syracuse, from University of Kentucky to do it. And I was very close with him. We were very close. It broke my heart when he died in 2005. So, let's go back. Okay, it happens. Brady's at the Pentagon. We had students inside. We had a place. We had 12 students in the towers at the time. My students, our students at the time. They were placed there on a field trip with Baxter, another friend of mine who graduated, was, on Wall Street. And I was like, oh my God. When I saw it on TV, I knew they were there. I knew, because I'd spent fucking so much of my life there. Working Wall Street. I mean, I was a freelancer. I worked for fucking freelance individual fucking companies, and everybody that lives around here knows. Fuck Tyke DeMaclan, the dean of the fucking business school. I helped manage that portfolio forever. So, I was like, oh no. I'm up at the university. They got yellow tape all over, seizing hard drives, because we had a lot of Saudi kids in there at the time. So, it happens. He's at the Pentagon. He's killed in the Pentagon. Brady. He was there on a fucking recruiting thing for the National Guard. Brilliant young man. Genius. Very heartbreaking. So, I really loved him. He was one of the best students who, he was so articulate, he was so smart, he was dynamic. But that's what they recruit into the military, don't they? They try to find those people, and then they posture and groom them and take them out of the fucking equation, just like Wall Street. You got a brilliant young attorney that's going to work for the SEC, they just go fucking hire him away. That's what the Pentagon's done. They turn them into war fucking mass murderers, and then they're fucking, groom them and posture them into hate and kill for no reason for war profiteers. So it's days and days. Bush comes out and says, we're going to trace the money. Well, I'm a derivative arbitrage guy. They're coming to me. They've already asked me. I've been visited by the CIA twice already asking, hey, you're the derivative guy. Clyde Cooley says you're, for years. Kyle Matson's saying, Clyde's fucking dead. But the journey, you're the guy. You can identify. These guys bought puts on the airline stocks. Yeah. So you know who they are. I'm not telling. Well, you obviously know who they are. There's a paper trace. There's a fucking electronic trace. Forensic Accounting 101 traces these guys. You know who they are. They did within seconds. Oh, right to the House of Windsor. I was screaming my head off. It's fucking been traced to London. It's fucking right in the London, the same old fucking royal elite players. It's traced right there. So who's funding these guys? They bought puts on the airline stocks. They made fucking billions of fucking dollars. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then, how many days? And then all of a sudden they just come up with this word. Bin Laden. And the media just shoves it down. Bin Laden. He had nothing to do with 9/11. Yeah, was he a guy? Fuck, he was a USC grad. His brother, the fucking board of directors at fucking Harvard. The Bin Laden, that's why it's all over TV. She's talking. This fucking douchebag, he'd been babbling his fucking head off. He's the Bin Laden, he's the son of the fucking guy who built up the kingdom. Remember all of us in the early 80s, the Reagan recession, And so how many guys went to Saudi Arabia? Your friends. Think about it. Your friends that left and went to Saudi Arabia to work for Bechtel. Oh, Reagan's fucking gig. So Reagan, was on the board of directors, Bechtel, and they fucking faked the, they got the hostages, and they could have released them. They could have released them to get fucking Carter out of the White House and get Reagan in. I mean, you think it's coincidence they released the hostages the second he was sworn in? That was the payback. That was the deal. H. Bush, head of the CIA, Iran, Contra, trace all roads trace to fucking Ogden, Vienna. It's amazing. So, here they go. And lied. And the whole fucking country just drinks the Kool-Aid. I mean, so they just say it so many times to you that then everybody just takes it as gospel. That's gaslighting. They fucking boiled you like a frog. So then everybody's a repeat after me. Goats. Bin Laden did 9/11. Bin Laden. Fuck, I didn't do 9/11. Nothing. Zero. Was he flying in them planes? He didn't know those fuckers. Then you're looking for one guy. Think about the intelligence that exists in the United States. The NSA, the CIA, these fuckers could find any needle in a haystack anytime they wanted for 50 fucking years. They can't find a guy sitting around his fucking house backstand playing video games. Oh, look, and then they fucking slaughter you right here. I had this girlfriend when I was young. I was going through a lot of girls fucking in those days, like we all were. Girls were going through a lot of guys. You know how it was in the 70s. I mean, this is Ogden, Utah. This is a rich town, San Francisco. I know not. This beautiful girl named Ann. She was kind of the Mormon girls. You know how they were in those days. But anyway, she'd just shake her head at me. I just loved her, by the way. She's really beautiful, incredible young woman. She married one of these hairspray douchebags that, they fake these girls out and trick them. You know how they are. Half of you fuckers listening to the show probably did it yourself. Drive the fucking fancy car. You got no money. You got no game. You got no, just faking it, and then they play the religious card. Oh, went on a Mormon mission. Do the right thing. They marry these douchebags. So, it's all over KSL. Her son's the first person killed around here. She's on the news. They're on the news. KSL, the war profiteers we know for a fact KSL has been paid by the NSA and the military thing. It's been proven over and over that KSL is being paid fucking gigantic money. It's been proven over and over that the Mormon Church has taken huge money from the war profiteer fucking Pentagon CIA. That's why they're big daddy. There's no coincidence that the NSA is fucking located here. They take huge money. We know for a fact Joel Osteen, Rick Warner, all of the megachurches took money. We know that. Suitcases of cash. We know that. That's been proven. You can fucking argue with it all you want. So they led you down the thing. So they say, oh, yeah, hey, wrap yourself up in the flag. I'm a patriot, blah, blah, blah. So, I remember watching the interview with her. Oh, he died defending his country, doing his thing. And I'm like, you're going to regret all those fucking words. Somebody turned around to my YouTube site a long time ago. She called me. Went to coffee right here where I'm sitting right now. She's a fucking wreck, an emotional wreck. So I says, here, I brought a book for you, East of Eden. At least, read the whole book, but at least read the last fucking bit of it. She read the whole book. Lee, Chinese philosopher. The whole book comes down to one line. It's an amazing fucking book. Steinbeck was an amazing fucking dude. Some of his own family members he's writing about. Oh, I grew up in a family like that. Oh my God. Whoa, could I tell fucking stories? It's on my day. Oh my God, what a fucking family. Fucking entertainment tonight on fucking Balco. Wow. Freudian. So, he's blaming himself, Adam. The boy runs off to World War One. The good boy. You had the bad boy and the girl boy. The bad boy's like, fuck you, I ain't gonna fight for no war progress, fuck you. The other one goes off. Gets killed in World War One. He's blaming himself. And you can see why. I mean, look how he let him up. He postured and groomed that boy all the way to there, That's what she said. That's what we did. She says, my husband. I said, did your husband ever go? No. Did his dad ever go? No. I says, yeah, they're hairspray. All of it. I says, I gave her the list of the Republican War fucking heroes. All of them. Right down to fucking Ted Nugent who pissed and shit himself so he couldn't fucking go. As an adult. Deferment, all of them war heroes, the Republican war hero, the sent on the list. That you wrap your fucking hair up and they wrap their fucking thing. None of them ever bled. None of them ever went. They're all draft dodgers, including George Bush. Let's see, the journalist of a whole generation who helped end Vietnam, Dan Rather, calls fucking George Bush a draft dodger when George Bush is a draft dodger. So by the way, the England fucking British invasion, and I'm not talking the Beatles, who invaded the media, who took over fucking CBS, took over all the media, fired him. The Queen's fucking mouthpiece. You know, all the board of directors are all the same people. CBS, fucking Pierce Morgan, fucking CNN, fucking all of them, the British invasion. They're all fucking English royals from the House of Windsor. The British invasion took over the media. So they fired Dan Rather for calling George Bush a draft dodger when George Bush was a fucking draft dodger. Fuck, what does the truth matter here in the U.S.? Fucking usury. So the last line, then Lee says to him, Timsha, thou mayest. That comes out of the Old Testament. By the way, Jesus wrote the Bible. Who wrote the Bible? Well, most scholars think it was over 400 people. It really doesn't have that much to do with what you call Christianity, really. I mean, it was different people over a different long time who wrote those scriptures, the paragraphs. I mean, I even find a correlation even through YouTube videos, because YouTube videos have those paragraphs. That's what the Bible is. That's what scriptures are. They're written by freaking dozens of people, if not hundreds. You know, and they change it. The King James Version, 313, Constantine fucking changes the whole thing of Jesus. You know, Jesus, an activist, you know, a radical who was killed on the cross. Son of God, you debate that, not me. You know, that's your whole freaking gig, not mine. You know, I think he was an incredible activist, amazing. Fucking heal the rich. Excuse me, yeah, they need to be healed. There's a Freudian slip. Heal the afflicted, feed the poor, throw the money changers at. And it was unchristian-like to loan for money, remember? So he says, Timship, thou mayest. That means human beings, once they can become a certain age, are responsible for their actions. Now, I disagree with a lot of that at that age. That boy was what in the book? 18, 19? We know the male mind doesn't mature till 27. So she's, you know, she's left the fucking hairspray phony fucking wrap himself up in the flag KSL war prophet. She says, my boy was tricked. She says, my son was tricked by school teachers, by the media, by the Mormon church leaders. I says, yeah, tell me who your bishop is. She told me. I said, that's your bishop. Yeah. He ever go? Fuck no. Fucker never bled. These are draft dodgers. Their dads were draft dodgers. The fucking all of them draft dodgers. They never bled. They never went. So anybody who ever went to one of those wars are like the guys that protested out in the out of debt for the other side. They know. My family all bled and fucking died. You know, my dad, the only guy fucking drafted in the whole fucking Western Weber County. The only one. Marine. Nuked him. My uncle fucking stuck out of the house. My grandma fucking prepared a thing for him at fucking very young age. 17, 18 years old. The only boy. World War II. They all draft dodgers out here. On Omaha Beach on D-Day. That's the guy people are raising me. My uncle, the fucking fighter pilot. Incredible fucking dude. He's still alive. You'll hear his stories. I mean, this is the family that I grew up in, and it wasn't because they had to go. None of them, well, my dad was drafted. Korea. But the other two weren't. You know, it's just, my grandma used to say it the best. My uncle, my grandma's brother, Tracy, what amazing dude. Oh my God, what a fuck. He was a fucking admiral in the Navy. That fucker, he's shaking. Looked just like Dean Martin, had a wit just like him, drank just like him. Oh my God, was that fucking dude incredible. Oh, he was so fucking, he'd shake his head at me all the time. Amazing man, but my grandmother's like, my two brothers are there. You think I'm going to sit back and let this fuckhead Hitler kill our own family members, our own relatives, and destroy our own family? We're Europeans. We haven't been here that long. He's going. My grandpa's knowing he's nice, and she says, oh, yeah, you want to bet? We know how it was. That Mormon woman ran the household. She cooked. She bottled the fruit. She raised the children. She fucking sewed the quilts. She was the fucking worker bee. Remember? Oh, they all forgot now. It was the women. Oh, they made it. You know, it's like the Manway grandstand out there all over. You know, still now. But remember how the women were in America at the kitchen table? That's the way it was. You know, these men go out there and do that because that's who men are. Well, all got that. They all got that. So they sit them down. Hey, fuck it. You got that extra chromosome. I know you can't help yourself, but sit the fuck down here. What do you think you're fucking doing? You know, no. No, this is the way it is. This is because they are the women. They are the logical. They are the ones who fix it. They're always the ones who fix it. It was the freaking mother, the grandmother, the woman who ran the fucking show, that ran the farm, that ran the freaking, and they did it quietly. They did it quietly. They did it at the kitchen table. Straightened those fucking guys out. So you take these YouTube sites, you take everything, all you gotta do is have a little sexuality. Throw a fucking sexy, good-looking female on there, and they come. Warhol knew that. What do you think Edie Sedgwick was all about? What do you think Breck was all about? What do you think that was all about? He knew. Oh, well, he let Edie do all the work. Even Edie said at the end of her life, oh, he played me. You know, he knew what he was up to. You know, it's amazing, but she was amazing. Suicidal maniac? Well, fuck, look at the fucking oligarch family she grew up. She grew up in a fucking rich oligarch from the fucking house of Windsor. Fucking, both fucking brothers had already killed themselves, crashed motorcycle into the wall going out fast. I mean, the vulnerability, the whatever, it's horrible that she died at 27 like they all died. So go back to Dr. Tui. He gets, and Becky. Becky's defending Stericycle. We as activists are battling with them fuckers for years. Get them the fuck out of here. Get them the fuck out of here. They're killing people. Died Cooley, died of mad cow. BSC. We have a lot of it here. So this is the woman defending them. Defending. Remember the 5th of November. She got sick the 5th of November last year. Young. Mama of 4. This is the dogma. This is that dogma will kill you. Stericycle's not far from the Capitol. Not far from the fucking Huntsman fucking kill you chemical fucking treatment center. Not far from where I was treated at the LDSD State Bone Marrow Transplant Center. It's mad cow. Now, KSL and all the war profit gear, because they take money from the fuck. Doug Wright is a terrorist, by the way. Doug Wright, look him up. Doug Wright is a hardcore terrorist. Passive aggressive fucking Christian terrorist. So, they fucking come out and they list this big Latin word. I believe it or not, I can read a little bit of Latin, and I can actually say that's the kind of formal education I had as a boy, you know, in the school system here. First fucking school district to celebrate fucking Earth Day in the United States officially. A lot of schools did, but officially. I mean, I had incredible teachers, you know. So I know what that Latin word means. You know, and I'm like, they put it up this big, oh, it's 1 in a million. I'm like, no, it isn't, so I'm going to KSL. So I said, I protested at KSL. You fucking liars. So I go right to Oxford, who's the guy who invented the fucking word mad cow. You know, the guy who fucking did all the studies on it, who exposed the mad cow, the meat chain, the one that was coming here, and we changed it to mad cow, which is BSE, which they used the giant Latin fucking word, and I'm like, is this, I'm looking through his work, that word means fucking mad cow, BSE. It's the same fucking word. So I go to KSL, I says, hey, you're saying this is not mad cow, when the guy who fucking invented the word mad cow, who knows it's nothing but fucking brain encephalitis, says here, it is the same word. It's his word. It's his word in the medical journal because they still use the Latin in the medical journals. So I'm sending it all over to his people to, you know, the media. What the fuck are you talking about, 1 in a million? It's not mad cow. They play along with their own death because the Mormon church doesn't give a fuck about their flock. They don't care. They care about money. They care about money. They fucking slaughter their own people, and they know that, look, the powers thereof know the Mormon church flock will fucking go along whatever the Mormon. They go clear back to the Mormon battalion when Brigham Young took the fucking check. When he says he hates the United States, fled out here, fled in his own country, hates them, yet he took the fucking check up front. My grandfather, the guys that found the gold, Suitors Mill, the gold. They're turned down, rewriting history, told down the marker at Old Town, my grandfather's marker, because he called himself communist. They were communists. They tore down the marker when I got back from Vienna at the Capitol. That's all right. I've already got videos of them. I was ahead. I'll put them out there. You know, these fucking rats. So she dies. You know, talk fucking. I mean, it's heartbreaking. Yet, her own dogma killed her. Are you kidding? These people are defending their own fucking murders. The war profiteers that existed for everything, fuck, you know, the United States is nothing but the military fucking colonialist colony for the Queen. Think about England. I mean, the military that they've had to stand for everything, they played long ball. All the Royals, no Royals, Atlantic Conference on Balco, wiped out. One left standing. You know? What's that Hayden song? We got Hollow East in the East. We got Jesus in the West. What's a man to do? You know, they play it. They plague it. You know, through the media propaganda. Fucking, you know, Malcolm X said it. The same thing as Thomas Jefferson said it. most powerful force on earth is media. You know what Malcolm say about the media? You know, it was all about, he made that great quote about justice. I don't care if justice, who it's for, who it serves, just so it doesn't serve it. You know? So, Thomas Shelby, without the fourth pillar, we have nothing. So they manipulate, they lie, they cheat. Well, who are the fucking, look up the board of directors? And then they find people like Anderson Vanderbilt. Come on. He's the fucking Vanderbilt, the public be damned. He's Gloria Vanderbilt's son. You know, he's CIA as it gets so is his father. Jumped out a window, pushed out a fucking window. He knows that. How about Sanjay Gupta, practicing neurosurgeon? There's where Sanjay Gupta needs to go to prison. It's one thing to lie in the media, but he's a practicing neurosurgeon. To do what he did March 26th when I exposed it on Sanjay Gupta MD, that's malpractice. That's against the law. Oh, it doesn't matter a fucking law. We have the Patriot Act. There is no law anymore. So we're going to get Sharia law. We're going to go, what the fuck do you think we got? We got worse than Sharia fucking law ever dreamed about. We have fascism. We have neo-feudalism. There's no law left in the United States. They make it up as they go. It's called the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act, what the Patriot Act says, they can just do whatever they want. You know, they can tee you up. Ask Aaron Swartz, Julian's son. What did he do? What did he do? He never stole anything. You know, that's what journalists did, protected their sources for years. Really? You know, a source with a leak from inside, deep throat, Watergate. Without, by the way, both those guys would have gone to Supermax under the Patriot Act. You know, Woodward fucking would go to fucking, think about that. Bob Woodward's your fucking god out there. Fuck. He would go to Supermax for what he did. Deep Throat, by the way, was here, right here in Utah. Look it up. And you can't hide secrets. He hid secrets right to his death. Nobody knew who he was. He lived right here. Oh, Mormon. Big Dad, NSA. Right here. I've known that for years. Can't hide secrets for years. Oh, somebody will leak. And nobody would ever leak it. He fucking had his daughter fucking do a press conference right before he died. Hey, it's me. It was him. The whole fucking time. These fucking rats will take these secrets to their fucking graves because they false bravado fucking their fucking salvation. You know, they knew they fucking sold everybody out, mass murder for profit by their lies. So, Hassan, what did Hassan do? He regurgitated Bradley Manning's fucking work. Bradley Manning's the guy that stole it. Now, did Bradley Manning, Chelsea Manning, break the law? Yeah, he broke the law. He sent classified information out. But sometimes you gotta break the law, Rosa Parks. Think about that young, confused kid. I mean, you look at those videos of him when he was young, he had a fucking tough childhood, man. Really tough. It's hardcore. He was confused. But he fucking was intuitive. We knew right from wrong. He was in the military. He sees the collateral damage. Anybody who's ever watched collateral damage video, back to the drone fucking video game killers, and doesn't violate you, then something's the matter with you. Something is desperately wrong with you. You know, a lot of the, Sean Hannity says it a lot of the far right, we were beat as children. We were abused as children, but Sean Hannity says it all the time. Well, my father beat me relentlessly with a belt, but I deserved it. And then they ask him for what? I don't remember. I don't know. That's how abuse works. That's how abuse plays. Oh, you deserved it. And then they regurgitate after me. Regurgitate after me. Bin Laden did 9/11, regurgitate after me. Nuclear energy is magic, regurgitate after me. I mean, they say it enough times because Americans can't think for themselves. Is it the food chain? Oh, the food chain is so fucked up here. It really confirmed me when I was in Europe how good the food chain is and how horrid it is here. I mean, I try to eat healthy because of the leukemia fight. I'm pretty well, I think, knock on wood, out of the woods now. But, you got to realize this whole activism fucking path of mine and everything that I was walking along, let's get real about this. You know how fucking intense this wolf has been on me? I mean, 24/7. When doctors tell you got 2 months to live, I'm a stats guy. I'm fucking looked it up. I'd run regression fucking through all kinds of business models on my computer at the university. I know the odds. I knew the odds. I diagnosed myself with YouTube videos. They told me I had carcinoid. I'm like, 51-year-old man fucking in my shape and don't get carcinoid cancer. We get leukemia. And I saw, a video of pathologists this pathologist, who's one of the best supposedly in the world, got it dead wrong. I'm arguing with him. They're telling me to go home and die. I'm in epic pain. They did everything but kill me. I defended myself. I fought my ass off. And then, I ran regression over and over and over. I know the stats of a 51-year-old man with de novo AML leukemia in his lower right mesentery. It's a fucking death sentence, they'll tell you. There's a study out now, I'm glad I didn't find it, that says, with this, don't even try any medicine. Don't try anything. Don't put yourself through that hell because you're going to die. I'm glad I didn't see that one. I remember Finbo comes into my room one time. Kevin, we found this on the internet, a study, and he'll even tell you one of the biggest breakthroughs of the internet because they can share information. It was a study, a brilliant cutting-edge doctor clear back from the 90s who had hypothesized that maybe these tumors that are forming, these crazy tumors, and then were disguised, maybe leukemia is presented in tumors. Now think about that. That's a blood cancer. For some reason, they're, collaborating. And he hypothesized. He had 19 case studies. Out of the 19, he worked on it. They found it. And I said, oh, here, I pulled that on my, you mean that study? The study from the University of Austin in Texas, which M.D. Anderson's involved with, or we're involved with. That broad study, that brilliant doctor hypothesized these things. They thought he was crazy, kind of like the germ theory guy in Germany. They thought he was nuts. They thought he was crazy. So here it is. I knew the survival rate. Fuck, it's almost zero. I watched everybody in the hospital, this acute bunch of people that got sick at the same time. I knew how to fight. I watched my father die of this disease. I watched Annika die of disease. I grew up in Utah, for fuck's sakes. I watched our childhood friends die of this disease before they fucking had the fucking pill that helps fucking, there's a pill. Yeah, a pill. Light the night. Even that piece of shit rat, West 10, that rat at fucking UCLA, that propaganda whore, at least he fucking did start that. But he's the guy that's he took money. He took money from the nuclear industry to propaganda all these. Remember them drawings of the green reactors, the butterflies? That's his wig. That's their PR machine. So, yeah, they developed the fucking pill for childhood leukemia. The fucking, these people say, I'm not giving my fucking child to, fine. That's fucking, right. It's a horrible fucking treatment. It's fucking horrible. Why don't you people fight the people that cause your child to get fucking sick? That cause fucking autism. So that's the angle that I took. I'm not going to fucking sit and fight traditional medicine. I'm not going to fight doctors. I'm not going to fight pharmaceutical companies. I'm not going to fight any of those. I'm going to fight the people that gave me the cancer. There's, again, the Bin Laden quantum leap. You take the quantum leap. Why don't you fight the people that give it to you? You're going to fight fucking any fucking thing. Yeah, the medical industry is fucking grotesque. It's a fucking robbery thing. We all know that. But they didn't give you leukemia. They should have didn't give you fucking autism. They shouldn't give you fucking MS. They didn't give you cancer. The nuclear industry gave you cancer. It's a fucking unarguable, you cannot argue it. The biggest mass murder cabal for profit in U.S. history. It's free power and money. These people, and if you don't think power is the hardcore grotesque addiction, you know nothing, Pavlo. You know nothing. More than sex. These are a hardcore addictive. These people are fucking crazy. I'll wind up the show. We'll continue this conversation on Thursday. But remember, I had that wolf on my neck every day. This intense was so fight until I finally relaxed when I was in Europe. It's been intense. I was scared of it coming back because it comes back almost all the time and kills you. Which it come back on almost everybody. It come back and killed them. It's heartbreaking. So we'll talk more about this on Thursday. Hopefully this show is still getting to somebody out there. I hope we didn't lose the whole signal, which sounds like maybe we did because I don't hear the close. That fucking sounds about par. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We're there. Good. Thanks, Jules, for your work. Thanks, Christina, for Ratchet for work. I love you. Thanks, Janice, Milky the Clown. I love you. Thanks, everybody who sponsored all my activism all along the way. I love all of you. It's been an incredible, intense fight for all of us. Don't give up.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Twin Gate 311.